This is part 2 of the feature on Emily Lazar, September Mourning. The album Melancholia is out on May 18. Don't miss it. I was lucky enough to get a pre-release copy from Repo Records in Germany. Fantastic album. What an album. I'll do a bit of a review on it in the next news, so have a look in SMT Music News. So let's go into a little bit more of Emily Lazar. Now, she's originally from New York. She's currently in LA. Yeah, don't forget the album is out on May 18. We'll have a little bit of a flashback in this to an earlier interview with Steph from Steph's Rock Show, and a few little bits and pieces of clips, and then we'll get Emily to go into a little bit more of the current trailer that's out that's kicking ass. So Melancholia, May 18.
This is Emily Lazar from September Mourning, and you're watching SMT.
Have you ever had the feeling that there's more to life?
Are you liking LA so far?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends out here, and I have a lot of people that I'm working with out here. So, and I'm like a workaholic. So as long as I can be working and doing my thing and being creative, I'm cool.
I'm sending out a message to you. Calling on stage to save the world. 'Cause there's nothing more powerful than a pretty girl. Calling on stage to join.
Still a little rare in metal for female vocalists. Did you have a female vocalist you looked up to in metal?
I mean, there are a couple that I really appreciate their vocals. I mean, right now, like currently, I mean, Maria Brink is great. I love Maria. And, you know, I mean, Melissa Cross is my vocal teacher. She's been helping me a lot, like with the screaming and the singing and going in and out of both of them and things like that. So thank you, Melissa. I love you. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people I look up to in metal, more, I guess, on the male side, just because it's a male-dominated sort of, you know, genre right now, even though we do have a lot of representation there. I mean, Lacuna Coil is great, Nightwish, all those girls are great, but you know, like Dio and like the people that started it all, those are the people that like I really just kind of look up to vocally, so.
I won't be the one.
Because my whole band is based around, I don't know if you know this, is the concept project, and it's a multi-transmedia, multi-platform project based around a storyline. So it's basically the music is there to like enhance the story sort of thing. And so basically in the story, my character September is a reaper, and she takes the souls of the living to mortem and then passes them on to the afterlife. But she finds that she has a really cool power that she can put the souls of the living that she's taken and put them into another soul of a living, like so to give them like a second chance. And I think everybody wants a second chance in life, you know, about some things. You always have that one thing that you're like, oh, I wish I could just go back and do that over again.
It has the markings of mortem, the decayed faces of life and death adjoined forever upon its wings. And when I call upon it to do my bidding, it does just that. It takes the life, it takes the soul. It harbors it before it takes it to its final resting place.
So in the comic book, she has this like skullfly, these two heads of like skulls that look like a butterfly almost, and it's on her neck. And when she is there to take a soul, it kind of like comes alive, and it's the thing that actually transfers the soul to her. So it's kind of a cool thing. So that's what she's talking about when she's like, I woke up and there was this like ghostly insignia.
And at that moment, it went dark. Then I woke up. There was this ghostly insignia of what had happened that haunts me. And it's almost like a butterfly. It's almost beautiful.
Yeah, I think our little thing is, it's dark. I mean, it's a dark kind of concept, but it's definitely not evil in any way. It's just kind of what it is. I mean, death is a part of life. And, you know, I think that a lot of people kind of misconstrue death as being evil, whereas death is just a part of, I mean, we are all going to die. Like, I mean, it's something that you can't prevent, you know? So it's just when your time has come, your time has come. And it's like, and my character isn't really like a killer. She doesn't go out and, like, you know, she's not killing people just to kill them. She's just doing her job.
I've never known the abyss as I know it now. Upon its edge, I stand staring, my eyes caught in its magnificence, its insatiable appetite for life in its final moment for souls. I am their bridge to their finality.
But she has a moral, intrinsic value towards people that, like, other Reapers don't have, because she's half human. So, you know, she kind of is like, well, I don't think that this person should really, like, you know, die right now because, you know, they have this, this, and this. Like, I'll put them in this person's body and let them, you know, finish out what they were here to do, you know, because they haven't finished it, you know. And she can see things that we can't see because she's, you know, she walks in the world of the dead and the world of the living.
There is a piece of me that is still part of your world. It's where I belong. It's where my soul cries out for itself to be.
So she has this really cool, like, you know, character. There's a lot of character in her that's very interesting, and like, and her moral values and how they change as she understands her role in, like, the universe and what she's there to do, you know. And I think, you know, I think that's something that we all can kind of relate to, because we all have a role here, you know, whether it's, you know, being a father or being a mother, or like, or being a rock star, or like whatever you're supposed to do, or communicating ideas, or being a scientist or a doctor. Like, we all play a role in the universe, and and that's our job, basically, you know.
And then the other half is still buried within this world that we live in.
Conception of the project, like the idea of the project, came about like 5 years ago maybe, and it started slowly. Like, I had to, like, work on the storyline and get all of that sort of stuff together before I even started the band. The band started almost 3 years ago, maybe 2.5. And, like, you know, right out of the gate, once we started the band and started going, like, we toured with Manson, and then we toured with Birthday Massacre, Damen, I Am Ghost, Hansel and Gretel. Like, we did a bunch of, like, touring stuff just to get the band together and get it out there and get, like, a presence in the scene. And then we kind of, like, last year, we kind of regrouped and was like, okay, how are we going to put this, how are we going to make the storyline the focus of this project? Because that's where it started in the first place, and that's what it needs to be, you know. Definitely the music is super important, but it all kind of ways revolves around the story. So it's a totally different way of looking at a band and a music project. We recorded, let's see, we recorded Melancholia, like that album, we recorded at, gosh, in New York at this studio. It's like a post studio, actually, that my guitarist used to work at. And he's super cool. And he was like, okay, we can go in there at night. Like, the owner, like, let us go in there and track everything at night. And that place was like $1 million studio. It was pretty crazy. So it was really cool to track there and to, you know, be on a really nice Neumann mic and, like, singing my lungs out, you know. And so we did pretty much all of, like, the, like, little bit of post, like, and pre-production there, and then some of the actual vocals are from those sessions. And then we tracked some stuff here out in California as well. And then when we went to go master it, we went up to Vancouver, and we worked with Dave Ogilvy, who, like, was in Skinny Puppy and 9 Inch Nails, and he worked with Manson and blah blah. He's really cool. Like, Dave's bomb. He's really cool, and yeah, it was really fun. Like, we had a great time. It was basically 7 days of, like, mastering, mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
I wanted to get something out to the fans because it's been like 2.5 years, and people are like, "Where's your music? How can I find your music?" And so we decided to like let it leak and just put it out there. So it'll be nice to have it out there. May 18th, the album drops in Germany and Russia, and it's on Repo Records, and it's available as an import on bestbuy.com if you live in the United States. You can import it from pretty much anywhere off of Poponaut.com or bestbuy.com.